For long years, I have waited to obtain this power, and now I have it in the palm of my hand. So I ask you, awaken.
So Rayas really do be awoken now. Like, he really awoken. Rayas is woke. Awoken Rayas. He's great. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's actually really strong. Let's talk about his kit real quick. The first ability he has is God Killer level 5. His second ability is Demon Killer level 5. And his third ability is Dark Resistance level 5. As for his skill, he just has his regular Sonic Slash. This is a little bit different, I think, from his unawoken state. I don't think it gave him the art gauge. His art did get buffed from, I think, 30% to 50% attack. But then he activates his true art and he goes into X-Force. And if you click this little eye icon, it tells you what kind of X-Force is. If we actually flick over, we have his X skill and his X arts. His X skill gives him art gauge by 30 every time he uses his skill. He has his art, which is able to buff up everybody's max HP by 20%, and you get everybody a barrier for 1,000. Then he has his X truth. 52,000% light damage physical. You increase all allies physical damage by 120%, and you autofill art gauge by 3 for 20 seconds. Now, the autofill art gauge part only for him. Don't think that like he's also an art shitter now. That's not the case. It's just only for himself. His slots didn't change too much apart from the fact that his 3-star heal now got upgraded to a 4-star heal, and then also he has the 5-star slots as well with the 5-star physical and 5-star defense. Also, he did get access to a brand new true weapon, which is True Grand Scale. If you have his other true weapon, unfortunately, that true weapon is not good anymore. I mean, it's never been good, let's be honest here. But it doesn't get upgraded to this true weapon. You have to buy this true weapon itself or pull it in like the Great Awakening. This is what the new true weapon is, and I highly recommend it on him. For one, this thing increases damage by 60%, and if you're light, you increase attack by 60% as well. But when it's equipped by Rayas, you extend the duration of X-Force by 30 seconds, so now it lasts for 90 seconds, and you also get art gauge 100 up when you enter the X-Force, and he also gets attack 10% up. So technically 70% attack up when you have the weapon skill up. So yeah, it's a great item and probably best in slot for him, at least for his 5-star physical. Highly recommended on him pretty much all the time. As for the other two items that I would recommend on his equip slots at least, 5-star defense is very situational. It's just whatever you need at the moment. The best all-around one in my opinion is True Flambardo. This is of course Sandstone's true weapon, just gives you flat damage mitigation all the time, so it's great. Highly recommend it if you just don't want to like constantly be switching stuff. And 4-star heal, you see I got the Puck's pouch across the board, gives you 25% HP, and whoever's the lowest HP unit, they get an additional 25%, so you know 50% in total if you're like super low. If you don't have Puck's pouch, you could use Flower Cane for more healing. This is also great. Or you could go with something like Force Keratos. This just gives you a cleanse on Rayas. It's also really good. But yeah, pretty much I just run Puck's pouch across the board or Flower Cane because usually I'm running Rayas with Haruto, and Haruto usually has Keratos on him. As for the crest on this guy, he has a lot of options. Attack up I think is probably the best for him, just increases damage the most. If you don't have attack up though, Promise the Funeral God as well, also really great. The arts damage is just amazing for him. If you are going to be using him a lot with the critical damage dealer, then you could also give him crit damage. But if you're not going to be using him with like some type of crit buffer, then don't worry about that. Or you could also give him art gauge up to kind of help him get into the X mode faster, because he wants to be in that X mode as fast as possible. And I know what some of you say, OP, but why you got all stats up? It's a placeholder. I didn't have enough attack up fragments, so I couldn't make an attack up point. But you know, we gotta look at something. This is a very important part of the entire showcase series, you know, on this channel. We have to look at these animations. And as far as Rayas' regular animations, they're still the same. You know, nothing got touched here, literally. The only thing that got changed is now he wields True Grand Scale. So as you see, you know, everything is just the exact same. I'm pretty sure this is even the same. Wait, is this the same? I think this has more attacks in it now, actually. Yeah, I think this does have more attacks. Yeah, this is actually different. Never mind. Okay, that's cool. I actually didn't know that. I thought that they would have just kept it like it is. This skill is the same, though. Like, then he enters the X-Force, which is a very quick animation, by the way. Look at that. Instantly into the X-Force. Don't have to wait long. Don't have to do something like Vox where he has to give a whole speech before he transforms. Rayas just puts his sword up, boom, he's in it instantly. Like it. So we have his X-Force attack here. There's some slices, nice looking stuff. We got the skill. Okay, I see you. I see. Wait, what was that at the end? It seemed like the animation was supposed to continue there, but it didn't. Oh no, he like slices backwards after he picks up his sword. Okay, that's cool. He has his art here, which the art I really like. It's a nice little thing, just a huge slash. I love the twirl effect. Like, if you really look at Rayas whenever he's doing stuff in these animations, it's a lot of detail in like what he's doing. Like, he's spinning around a lot. He's like twirling. He's charging up his attacks. And then we have his true art here. And yeah, this one, I ain't gonna cap. I hate how it goes off screen. You guys may have seen it in the intro. And also shout out to a lot of you guys that actually noticed in the intro, whenever Rayas flew up in the air, the boss was actually changing every single time the beat hit in the song. I like this animation a lot. You can't really tell it from right here because unfortunately, like, it just doesn't show it. He goes off screen, but he actually does have his wings that comes out. If you guys remember a long time ago, whenever Rayas first got shown off, or whenever they first teased his awakening, let me say, he had wings in his artwork as a silhouette, and people was like, oh, where's the wings? And the wings are still there, but of course we just can't see it. We'll be able to see it in game. I think Rayas' animations are a 9. Yeah, they're a 9. I love the effects. I love how much like stuff Rayas is doing in the animations, like the constant spinnings, the constant like charging up the attacks. I love all that. You know, it's very cool. It's not just like one punch, you know, it's a lot of motion going on the attacks. I like it. One thing is now, since Rayas is a physical damage buffer, you can kind of just use him on any team that does physical damage and get pretty good effect out of him. Of course, you will need some type of archers and stuff like that to help him. But as you see here, we're going to be running the Draken with the Haruto and the Mako and the Rayas. So we're going to be having a lot of physical damage up on this team. Plus, we do have some crit as well since we are running the true EX gate. So yeah, main thing is with Rayas, whenever you're using him and stuff like that, like I mentioned before, you want to get him into X mode as soon as possible because without it, he's kind of just poo-poo, you know? He's not good at all. As you see here, look, we already got him in X mode very quickly, and then now he can just kind of go to town and do his thing. And the fact that we have Mako, Draken, and Haruto on the team, you know, it's just great stuff all around here. And especially with Draken, he's going to constantly be lowering physical resist, so he's going to be making himself and Awoken Rayas hit even harder. One thing I will say is that I kind of want somebody on the team that does equipment CT, like Lisa or something, because I do want his true grand scale to be up quite a bit. Without like true grand scale, his damage is still good, but oh man, dude, I just love the extra damage this gives. As we see here, we're going to be going in again with all this, and look at the physical resist down, and every single time Rayas hits, look at how much damage he's taken away from the boss. It's kind of crazy. We live in a world now though where Rayas is actually a good unit. Like, that is something. I didn't mean to use all these true arts that I just did, or all the arts. And with his true weapon being the way it is, giving him the additional 30 seconds, his X mode is going to last for most stuff, I'll say. Not everything, of course, but for most things in the game, it will last long enough. Some stuff like the harder content and everything like that, it's probably not going to last as long, but for everything else, you're going to be good. One negative too to raise is that his true art takes actual years to come out. Like, literally, it takes forever to come out. Like, his first few attacks are nice, but as you see here, look at him. He jumps in the air. Hey, look, there's the wings. Now you can see it, right? You can see the wings come out, and he like slices down. That does take a while, but it looks cool, right? Looks good. Let's see the damage right there. Awoken Rayas with the 18 milli. Sheesh. Rayas is actually a character now. But that was cool, right? That was a sustained fight. You saw how good he is. But let's talk about somewhere where Rayas isn't too great. Luck nukes. If you guys know, if you play GS, which probably all you guys do. One of the things about luck units that are really great is the fact that you can take them up against these special EX fights and use stuff like Gray, for an example, Melty, stuff like that. And you're able to set up like luck nukes and kind of just nuke the boss instantly and farm these events very quickly. But the thing about Rayas is that he can't really do that. As you see here, it's taken him quite a while. Granted, we don't have like the correct setup on. We don't have like double type zeros or anything like that. But even with that, it wouldn't be as good as just running someone like Melty or using someone like Gray. Either way, I like Rayas a lot. I don't know how much I'll use him. I do kind of want to try like more challenging content with him, but even with that, like, I don't think he's really meant for that type of stuff. If I had to rate him on a tier list, I think this man's a solid A tier now. Like, honestly, I would say Rayas is a solid A tier, possibly A plus, but his slots still aren't the greatest in my opinion. They're very good. They're very universal, but I would have really took a 4-star support over a 4-star heal any day of the week. But thank you all for coming out, man. It's been your boy P. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, if you like this one, make sure you check out these videos as well. Great content, guarantee you'll love them. And oh yeah, before you leave, don't forget to drink water.